Well, the New York Islanders came into this game, as we said, a little bit fatigued, perhaps coming off an emotional win against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And Carter Hutton and Robin Lehner went save for save in that first period after the Islanders kind of got going a little bit later on in the period. And then in the second, it took a deflection to finally beat Carter Hutton, who was outstanding in this hockey game. Nick Leddy credited with his second goal of the season.
Well, starts, as I mentioned earlier on, starts with face-off wins, and it's not always a clean face-off win. In this situation, Leo Komarov on the face-off doesn't really win it, but he stays with it, bats it back, and then Barzal gets to the Leddy, and Leddy just finds the opening, moves from left to right, and it goes off, we think, Sobotka, and not Leo Komarov. At least it's never been changed. But that's what the Islanders needed to get them going, to get that 1-0 lead, take a little wind out of the sails of the Buffalo team, and just make their legs a little lighter.
Just the second goal of the season for Nick Leddy. He's got 10 assists as well in 38 games and played just over 19 minutes of ice time here tonight. And that goal for Nick Leddy was the only goal through 40 minutes of play in this hockey game. And so the Islanders were able to get that second goal early in the second period from Brock Nelson, and that was a huge one against the Buffalo Sabres. Robin Lehner in an emotional return here to Buffalo, where he played last season, where they didn't want him anymore. He winds up signing with the New York Islanders. He's playing his best hockey. He had a shutout streak that wound up ending in this game after 177 plus minutes tonight.
That's the worst thing you can probably tell any players. We don't want you anymore. You're not good enough. You're not usable in our direction. That's a tremendous motivational factor for a player. And so Robin Lehner has taken that to heart, and not only for tonight. He had a very, very strong game, Brendan, but through the entire training camp, obviously through the summer, had lots of things on his mind, and he's responded. He's saying, hey, you know what? I'm an NHL goaltender. I belong in the National Hockey League, and I'm just going to go about my business, and I'm going to show you that that's exactly who I am. And boy, he is on a run right now, and he's making believers, certainly out of his coaching staff and out of his teammates.
And he's making some friends in the front row as well. 39 saves tonight, his fifth straight win. He goes 5-1-1 in December. He didn't win a game in the month of November, so what a turnaround it has been for Robin Lehner. Puts up the best numbers of any goaltender in the National Hockey League that played at least 5 games. And he's a big reason why the Islanders have gone on this last run.
Well, you don't win if you don't have goaltending. I mean, they have to make big saves at the right time and give your team a chance to tie a game, win a game, and none of that happens, particularly on the road, if you don't have that solid goaltending. And Robin Lehner and Thomas Greiss have provided the team with solid goaltending. So that's the first step in achieving success. And so, yeah, kudos to those guys, because it was a tough year last year for the goaltenders, but they've got a different frame of mind, and they've got a pretty good team in front of them.